there a little bit here on a Thirsty Friday instead of a Thirsty Thursday. My Thursday got away on me again, and I wasn't able to put together a video yesterday, so here we are on a Friday afternoon, and got the weekend to look forward to. So I thought I'd put this out there for you guys on a Friday and get you going for the weekend. So just had a little bit of a rain coming through here, and it's still raining, so pretty fitting for Thirsty Friday. And so I've had some really great questions come my way, and they're actually questions that have come up that I've been thinking about as well. So it's very timely that all these questions have come my way, and and something for me to think on and pray on, and lift all my concerns and my burdens up to the Lord, and let the anxiety of what can creep into a person living with chronic condition, just let that just fly away and just be with the Lord, and we don't have to be walking around with a heavy load on us when we have a Heavenly Father that can take care of all that. So a couple things I wanted to mention first before we get going with this is happy birthday to Crystal McPeak. She raised Wally as from when he was little bitty, so I'm really excited that I got a chance to come across such a great horse. And little Wally Jr., he's loving life here on the farm, and I've been so happy with him, and he's just a great guy, and I love my Wally. So thank you, Crystal, for raising such a great horse, and happy birthday to you. Hope it's been and still is being such a great one for you. So and then we got the shoot coming up this weekend. I'm pretty excited to see all my shooting family and give them a personal thank you for all their hard work that they've put into getting this shoot together. And it takes a well-oiled machine to make a big event like this come together. So there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work going on, and I'm just excited to just spend some time with my family again, and get to share a little bit about what living with CF is all about. So the amount of thank yous, there aren't enough in the world to say thank you for everything. So you're going to be hearing a lot of thank yous tomorrow, and it'll only be the tip of the iceberg for the amount of gratitude that I have for you guys. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited to see everybody. So again, if you're in the Grand Forks area, stop by and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there'll be some fast horses, some sharpshooting, and great people. So, and that's the big thing is the people that are involved in mountain shooting. They got the biggest hearts in the whole world. So, anyways, to get going on this question and answer time with Little Bit, here we go. So, a couple of these questions came from Laura Pickup, and pretty sure everybody has to meet this woman. She's just an incredible lady that's so strong, and just somebody that a lot of people look up to, and you've been such a role model for so many up-and-comer shooters that are looking to get into the shooting, and it's just amazing to see how you can transform just a new beginner shooter into somebody that's really a force to be reckoned with. So and just her the amount of work she puts into not only the shooting, but she's a really tough farmer as well, and she's one of them that works around the clock to put a crop in, and just the amount of time that is put out in the field, she's just somebody that everybody needs to meet. So, the legendary Laura Pickup is where these questions came from. So, one of them is lung transplant an option? And yes, it is. And it's actually something that that I've had to face head on now, and just looking into the early processes of getting on the list. There's a lot of things that go into it, and a lot of tests that a person has to go through in order to get on the list. And so I've become pretty much a candidate for it. I'm not completely a candidate, but I'm definitely kind of borderline. So, just so it's kind of good, just throwing up a red flag for my doctors to get the ball rolling on at least the evaluation and testing part of it. So, in the event that I would need a lung transplant, I'll be available to be on the list, and so we'll be going through that whole process, or starting it, when I make my trip down to Denver at National Jewish Hospital, and we'll see what comes of that. And I'm just so glad I have the Lord on my side to have the strength to endure everything that's put in front of me. So, also He provides the wisdom and the knowledge that the doctors need to make this decision. So, yeah, at least I mean, who knows? I could get like the lungs of like a marathon runner or something, and pretty sure you won't be seeing me walking anywhere slow. And if I get that, boy, will I be running, and nothing can stop me then. So, we'll just see what the Lord has up His sleeve on that one, and see what happens there. So, I'll keep you guys updated on that whole process, and we'll go from there. So, yes, that is an option, and there's been a lot of success stories. So it would just be awesome to be one of those success stories, and to share that with everybody. So, and another one: how young were you when you grasped the concept of living with CF? And actually, growing up, like as kids, my sister also has CF, and I do as well. And when I grasped the concept of living with CF, it took a while, because as kids, growing up on the farm, we just ran all over the place and worked, and there were many days, all days pretty much, that we didn't even think that we had CF, and we just did our treatment regimen, and that was just part of the day, and then we went out and stacked hay, or ran around with the horses, or got dirty, or whatever we did on the farm, and we just didn't even realize we had CF. And a big part of that is my parents. They just really were incredible with how they handled everything with us. They let us live just as normal life as anything, and the electricity just went out, so just a little glitch of the system. We're back up and rolling again. And so, yeah, my parents were pretty amazing that they just let us carry on as normal, and encouraged us to stay as active as possible. And that's really important for a CF person, is to not